I think it's just investment in artists that are relevant to society. I'm not one for like making excuses for myself or other people, because if God wants something to happen, then it's going to happen regardless of who supports it or not. But then I do think there's an amazing worship scene, an amazing worship movement that is happening, and that's being heavily invested in by labels or people or whatever. And because of that, the church doesn't lack in that department. And that's worship music that young people can listen to as well. But when you hit the age of about 18 to, I don't know, like maybe mid-30s, if you look at popular music in the mainstream, it's not like the music that we listen to in church. On the most part, it is hip-hop or dance or grime or pop or whatever. And I don't feel that there's enough investment to the Christian equivalent of that. And I think that my point would be proved in, if you look at most churches in terms of numbers and congregation, what they struggle with is that missing generation of, all right, they go Sunday school and then they're in youth, and then when they hit 18 and they go off to university or work or whatever, it's like they're not coming back to church as much. And I'm like, well, that's no surprise, because obviously it's not just down to music, but on that level there's nothing that they can relate to. And obviously everyone loves worship music, it's amazing, but what's going to rival, what's going to be there, I don't know, what's going to be the alternative that they can listen to rather than all that stuff in the charts that's Christian. And I think that an artist like myself or other people that are doing similar things, there's not really much investment, so it's no surprise that they're going elsewhere.
So is that your mission, to provide that alternative? How would you describe your vision if someone asks you what you want to achieve?
Do you know what? I always used to have like a vision or a mission statement. But whenever I do, God always has other plans and does like different things. All I know I want to do is inspire young people to reach their full potential and provide an alternative for what's out there. How I'm going to do that, I don't know. I'll just leave that to God. But I just know that I'll maximize any opportunities that come my way, work as hard as I can, have faith, and see what happens. And obviously, I would love to be a pioneer for making that possible, or starting a movement or that kind of thing. But yeah, it would be cool.
Well, it sounds like you're already doing all of that along the way. How much would you say that social media has helped you? Obviously, 10 years ago, we didn't have things like Twitter and Facebook and things like that. And you've really managed to use those to your advantage. How much do you think that those have helped you? And how much do you think that that's going to help artists who are in the category that you've described?
Yeah, I think it's amazing, because I think because of social media, you don't need to rely on labels as much, because you have the power to mobilize a fan base and connect with them in a way that you couldn't before. And it's free. Like before, to market your music without social media, you might have had to have a PR or a marketing company to help you get to people, but now you can get to them yourselves, because pretty much everyone is on social media. And for me, I've just used it to show people that you can be a Christian and relevant to society and like music and like going to the cinema and being a normal person as well. Because I think sometimes people get too caught up, oh, he's a rapper, but he's a Christian, so this must mean, no, you're just a normal person that loves Jesus and loves music. And with my social media, people have been able to see that. So I reckon if you utilise it well, it's just a way that you connect with people without the help of anyone else.
Tune in to The Profile Interview in association with Christianity Magazine every Saturday at 4 p.m, only on Premier Christian Radio, where faith comes to life.